one of the rooms in the down areas where I heard footsteps like right behind me, and everybody else was in front of me that night. So that was my first experience, and probably my like most gentle experience.
Yeah. We can continue. I guess we're just doing hot spots, or we're doing full building?
I guess, yeah, full.
You're good.
Full building? Yeah, please. Trying to see here. I guess it was probably around this area when it was still the dollhouse. There was like this corner of a scene that slanted up into a hallway into the next scene. It was a very, very, very dark hallway. I had been working in there that one particular day and put my lights in, turned off the work lights to go back and focus the lights. As soon as I walked into the room, I saw this shadow figure in a corner, that hallway corner, full arms out, hands out, fingers out. The end of its fingers, you could see smoke rising. But then as I locked eyes with it, it just kind of slid into darkness.
That's crazy.
But I'm so sorry. I haven't had any other experiences like that in this particular theater since then. So I don't know if something was attached to one of the old dolls we had. Since it was a dollhouse, it was full of dolls.
Plus we get stuff from like estate sales, family members, like lots of weird relics.
There's also been a couple instances where we were working late, so I just slept in the building. I generally will sleep in my tech room in the back behind this theater. And this has happened multiple times. So as I was falling asleep, it sounds like just timber, like 2x4s were just falling in here. But there was no one in here. And also everything's intact, so I don't know what they were moving or what they were trying to build. So I guess, Mandy, it would have been this area?
Yeah,
Had those
this is where I heard the
footsteps
footsteps.
back in the day. So this used to be like a furnace room. So she had the footsteps here. This is where I would always smell flowers. And for whatever reason, none of the other employees ever had that experience. It was generally just me. It was really weird. But again, since we've rebuilt, that's all come down a lot.
Just hope you guys don't get the really weird, nasty smell.
Yeah, that's the smell you gotta worry about.
Yeah.
That typically is like, a lot of people have discussed it coming out of the cabinet, like a very rotten smell. Good night.
Oh, that's usually-
Looks like one of our actors. Creeper.
I guess another small notable experience, I was working on some of the lighting way up here, and while I was up there, I looked down into this corner of mannequins. And then behind this mannequin, on the left side, I just saw this all black figure slowly rise up, and then it just went back down. But I don't know. For whatever reason, it's really tamed down in here. It used to be pretty crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of shadow people in the building. A lot of people experience that.
I haven't had anything in here.
There's been actors that have had experience because this used to be like the Krampus hallway. But yeah, it's been calm since the build.
I also haven't had anything in here.
Is this the bar?
Yep, this is our bar scene.
When I was watching Collins's video, he had a lot of activity in here.
So we just rebuilt this. So this used to be right where you're standing.
Yeah.
And basically, it was just the shell of a bar. We finally just actually made it. So I'm curious to see
Or
if
you might be talking about the butcher, because the butcher, they were in the butcher area.
Yeah, that's right.
So you might be talking, because butcher is actually the original like concession stand that was built back then. So that might be where you're thinking. Because I don't think they ever came in the hotel.
That's what I was just thinking.
I
It
thought
might
they
have
did
been
the
the
whole
butcher
building.
shop.
Did that? I don't know.
Oh,
But I think you're thinking of the, yeah, because the
Oh.
butcher does look like a bar in a way.
I remember him and Mike had a lot of experiences in the butcher shop.
Yep.
Whole room, I haven't had anything in here personally, and I haven't heard anything from actors about in here. Oh, I guess another important thing to note. So back when it was the dollhouse, all the walls were about 10, 12 feet tall. Now they're 16 plus. Back then, whenever I'd go up on a ladder to add a light or work on a light, out in the far corner of the theater, you would see another just dark shadow head pop up on top of the wall, look at you, and then just slowly go back down.
That's crazy.
But I guess they don't do that anymore because of the wall height. And then this is the casino scene, so we built this as an homage to Rich.
Oh, yeah.
We've brought some of the paranormal tours in here. It's been kind of hit or miss in terms of the activity. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's pretty minimal. But generally when there is activity, it's usually Rich, which is really cool.
I got his name, and I remember I texted her about it.
I think the craziest experience I've had in here is me and Christian were in here doing like a little small investigation, and the lights upstairs turned on, so you could see them, the glow of them on the ceiling, and nobody else was in the building. So that was kind of creepy.
That's great.
Yeah, I've had the opposite. They like to break my lights. They know how to break anything I've done. And it's become very difficult because I do my best to like treat them with kindness, treat them with respect. If I'm working on a big project, I tell them every step that I'm doing while I'm doing the project, so they're just
He
aware.
plays jazz for him too.
Yeah. So I'm a metalhead.
Yeah.
I quickly found out that they don't like metal. So because of that experience or set of experiences, I just will only work in the building with jazz.
There's something in here that's a big music critic.
Yeah.
We've had in the theater sometimes when you play the piano, it will like, if you have a spirit box or something going, usually it'll be like, I don't like that, play something else. Or we'll say something along those lines.
Yeah.
And in the dressing room, they really like Patsy Cline. So,
Yeah.
somebody likes music here.
But again, for whatever reason, they kind of just, once I am in here, like I can work by myself in here with the jazz, and it's all good. So.
Crazy.
This is our little bridge area.
Step up. Step down.
Oftentimes, like we use the Spirit Talker app a lot. They'll always talk about the woods, about how they're in the woods, or they just like the
forest.
woods or the forest. So I don't know if that means they're talking about this or an outside location. Part of me wants to think it might be this, but we haven't got enough evidence to support it.
Makes sense.
So. And this is our voodoo hallway. I'm sure Mandy told you about these. So these are voodoo symbols that when they made this whole hallway, they were looking at actual Asian voodoo symbols on Google and just copied them. Yay!
Which, I mean, this place was already super haunted,
Yeah.
but it definitely intensified everything.
Yeah. So.
Sadly, I'm one of the painters.
So that's a thing. Sometimes if you're standing in this corridor up here and looking down, you'll see shadows going in and out down here.
So a lot of times people, you stand at this threshold, the feeling people get is creepy.
Yeah.
When I stand, I feel like something's calling to me.
Yeah.
But I have a weird thing with the cabinet.
Yep. And then over here is our swamp.
Absolutely.
I've had a couple experiences in here.
A growler.
So yeah, I've been hissed at and I've been growled at
And
Separate
quite a
occasions
few
in this-
actors have experienced that too.
in this particular scene. Right behind you, we recently found this little cutout hole. We made it bigger just because,
And it's not even on the blueprints or anything.
but it basically is just a room. And when we first found it, it had
Can I stick my camera?
Yeah, yeah.
it had the original like
Popcorn.
Coke bottles from like they looked like early '80s, just sitting in there.
Which would have been the time construction started in this part of the building.
Yeah.
Because this part of the building used to be Georgetown Alley. So it was like a bunch of like mom and pop stores from what I understand.
Yeah.
2 stories.
I also had an experience in here one day. This was like when I first started working here. It was just a Leonine in the building. I was working on a light in here, and then above me, it sounded like a bowling ball hit the floor and then rolled. And they used to make the haunt T-shirts upstairs, so I was just like, "Oh yeah, they're just working on the merch." And then I found a layer later, and I was like, "Hey, so who's upstairs?" He looked at me. He's like, "No one. It's just us." So I was like, "Okay." I think that was my first week of working here.
The only thing I've had happen in this hallway, especially at the bottom by Butcher, is I was almost like frozen and couldn't move, and I looked up, and it looked like something on all fours was above me.
Yeah, I've only ever been kicked out of this hallway. It doesn't like much work happening, whatever's in here. Like, just doing these little lights on these mannequins. Like, I would do one light at a time, go up to the concessions and hang out for like 20 minutes. And then come back, do another light, and then do the same thing. Because I was so scared, because like, whatever was in here was trying to push me out.
There, like, probably like 5-6 years ago, this used to be one of the most intense spots of the building. And usually if you're in butcher shop, the ghost ball always goes off in the hallway. So,
Yeah.
worth checking out.
This is the butcher shop. Oh, here we go. So this to me is like, obviously when I'm here by myself, like it starts in that hallway, but this is like for me where it really starts. So if I have to work out here by myself, it's like I have to put on like a invisible helmet and just be like, all right, we're in, we gotta deal with it. But this is always a scary threshold for me.
You know, this is, I think, where you seen Colin and them at, where they were having a lot of experiences.
Yeah, they were just going nuts in here.
Yeah, so that's like all original snack bar.
Yeah, here I can turn my phone light, but neon up there still works. The sink still works. We still have the soda dispenser and the butter dispenser in another room. I'll show you that later.
I recommend somebody going behind the counter too when you're in here investigating. It gets super weird back there.
We've heard like clear disembodied voices in here, like chillingly clear. A lot of feeling cold.
This area almost feels like an echo in time. You almost feel like this rush of cold air, like a whole group of people just going to the next area.
Yeah.
And I will say this is, for me, the last stop where once you cross through there, everything starts to get pretty dark.
Yeah, that's
pretty
why I'm like,
intense.
this is my like zone. Get ready.
This I feel like is the safety. Like everything good in here is here.
Yeah.
And we've even had like the spirit talker and out there in the meat locker, which is the next room, pretty much say like, we don't like the dark things, and they don't pretty much go past. So.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a weird threshold here.
Yeah.
So this is the meat locker. So this is a actor-controlled animatronic. In order to set it off, you have to press a button. Sorry for all the barbed wire. There's a button inside, there's a button here, and then there's a button back behind the butcher station. Multiple times when I've been in this room, it just goes off. But also when we first got this device, they wouldn't play with it. So as of the past, I guess 6 months, they found out they could just turn it on.
Yeah. Our actor that was the butcher, they would play with it while it was opening night, and it would freak him out.
Yeah. And then there's also, we have these buttons now where an actor presses a pedal and it sets off lighting and sound. In the theater right here, there's a few of them. This will go off at the same time as one of those. And I thought it was an electronic issue, and I swapped out the controllers for them. And it's not. It's the ghosts. It's for sure the ghosts.
Sounds like a rather fun place to work.
It's something. It's different every day.
Like when we get into the town, like actors last season were dropping like flies in there. They could not be in there because it gets intense in there.
Yeah.
We've had customers walk through on a night that we're open with actors and came out with scratches on their neck, and they were terrified.
Yep.
It happens. I've been scratched here. I've had upside down crosses scratched in my wrist twice. So, things scratch here.
Yeah. I don't think I've had that experience, but I also do so much labor, and I always leave the building covered in cuts and bruises, so I just generally can't tell.
I've always noticed, like when they've done it to me, I feel burning before I notice their scratches. So,
Yeah.
good times.
So the icy hot feeling.
Yeah.
Yep. So, this is our hospital. I feel like out of all the theaters, this is the noisiest. You'll hear very clear footsteps. We have hidden doors, like this guy, that are on these rubber pieces, so they will immediately shut behind you. And many times I've heard them open and just shut with no one else here. There are a lot of props in here that came from Forest Haven. Are you familiar?
Mm-hmm. Try to get an investigation. I can't get a hold of them.
Like this sink that came from in there. There's some like old fluorescent tube fixtures that definitely came from there.
And then all the other hospital stuff came from the hospital too. So,
Yeah.
Trying to think if I've had any like wild things happen here outside of that.
Yeah, I don't know. They like me in here for whatever reason. They don't bother me when I'm in here, for the most part. But it's always weird, like, once you're in here and it hits 11 p.m., it's kind of like a big changing moment. For whatever reason, activity just, bam, ramps up right at 11, so.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
I try to do
Well,
my
you're
best to
in
not
retreat
work
if that
out
scared you.
Oh, this also came from Forest Haven. I think this is an old hand crank dryer where it would just squish all the water out of clothes. So,
these are actually some tins that are original from the 60s. I think it opened in, what, 64, the movie theater?
68.
68. So, like, a lot of this stuff is original stuff from the theater.
An old chiropractor table. I don't know where that came from.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
What is it? What is that? So when we're sore, we're just going to get on that table.
Oh, so we brought our, I think it was just a few weeks ago, we brought our weekly paranormal tours into here to investigate. We usually don't come to the hospital. Excuse me. But clear as day, just out behind us in the middle, probably in one of those hallways, clear as day whistle. But it kind of sounded like the breath kind of sounded thin. So it was like trying to whistle, but I don't know if that means it was potentially like an old patient of some sort trying to whistle, or it was something else playing
Which,
games.
and I explained to them, because I've been here a little bit longer than Matt. The old actor manager would be in here working, and she would be whistling, and something would whistle back to her lot. So it's always a treat when the tours get to experience that stuff. And the whole tour that night heard it. I physically couldn't be in here that night, which is weird because I never get ill in this building, but I had to go outside. It's heavy now for me in here.
Yeah, I was very excited. You could feel it heavy.
We've seen things crawling
I was
on
going
the
to say,
screen up
when you're
here.
in here, definitely keep your eyes up as well, because you'll see, again, stuff on the screen. I've seen, not only in here, but throughout the rest of the building, I've seen these big black amorphic clouds just flying through the air. It's really weird. So,
And like sometimes the things on the screen, I don't know if you've ever seen Return to Oz, the wheelie guys. It is almost like in that kind of like form. So Tom, our operation guy, does not believe in this stuff at all. World's biggest skeptic probably. He's seen some kind of dog thing in the escape room side on the theater screen, and he won't talk to us about it to this day.
yeah.
So
Something else.
Wow.
This place is always doing
something likes the screens, so always kind of look at the screens and the projection windows.
You can see this better in the movie theater, as well as the clown theater. So this is that original popcorn machine, original soda dispenser, and original butter machine. And when we moved into the building, I wasn't here at this point, but when they moved into the building, the butter dispenser still had butter in it. Wow. So, yay.
Now to the hot spots.
Yeah, so over here this is where it gets scary. I haven't been able to work in this area by myself up until recently.
The actor during Christmas always talked about a shadow thing right here in this doorway,
Right here in this one?
where they would think it was a customer and would go to yell at the customer, and it was not a customer.
Okay.
So this is called the town. Very, very active theater. My first day ever working here, I chose to work in this theater. And I had my first 3 paranormal experiences ever in my life that day. Almost back to back. And that, up until that point, I wanted to believe, but didn't have an experience, but got it.
Always get it when you're not asking for it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's usually at this time in the tour, any skeptic with us becomes a believer.
Just the feeling alone in here can.
And the thing about these theaters is they're definitely going to let you know when it's time to go.
Yeah, I've been kicked out of the building once. They turned on all the music in the Voodoo hallway when I was here by myself. And I ran out of the building.
I've been going.
I haven't had anything here. This is where I had my first experience. I was up there was a catwalk where I have a bunch of lighting, but my first experience ever, I was walking down these exact stairs right here, hit the concrete with both feet, and then right after I did that, big footstep right behind me on the hollow wooden stairs. And I just stopped. I was like, wait a minute. That wasn't me.
I've been running.
And I just kind of didn't think anything of it, and then just kept working.
Matt, you gotta watch them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I seen.
Yeah. And then this is definitely the most terrifying room in the building.
There it
This
is.
is a famous cabinet room.
So again, this is definitely a portal, absolutely a portal. Where to begin with this thing? So we used to keep the doors shut when I first started working here. And when that was going on, I had this experience a bunch, but you would hear what sounded like a fingernail just gently tapping from the inside. And I don't know if did you ever have that?
No, I just always was super angry if the doors were closed.
Sure.
For a long time, I think I had some weird attachment to it.
Yeah. But we've had a few paranormal teams come through, and they mentioned the idea of this potentially being a portal. In like the past 18 months, we've been kind of exploring more of that theory, and we think it's true.
Yeah, we've had confirmation from paranormal teams. We've had confirmation from priests, confirmation from mediums, and then we've done our own science experiments, and pretty sure they use that to conduct business, so.
Yeah, so when we do an Estes session in here every Friday, pretty much, with the paranormal crews. And multiple times I've asked about it, what they use it for. They won't go into detail at all, but they will say they use it for business. What business it is, not sure. But definitely one of the scariest experiences I've had was right here. I was down over here working on a ladder, but out of the corner of my eye, I saw a dark figure. She was about this tall, long, wet black hair. Couldn't see her face. Her figure wasn't black. She was like this dark, mossy green. So from that point, I talked to people about it, and I was telling them I think I saw a witch. And recently I talked to a friend who was like, no, you saw a hag. Which I'm starting to believe more now, because during our investigations that we do every week, the ghosts will always talk about how they're afraid of her, or they'll say she is ancient, or she hurts them, yada yada yada. I think they're talking about the figure I saw. But I swear when I saw it, I thought it was CGI. I thought someone was messing with me. But it was something just clear standing here.
And we've also had a medium come in, and without Matt telling her any of that stuff, she automatically picked up that this cabinet was used for witchcraft, and that the person didn't know what they were doing, but she also said there was a hag present. So, a lot of weird stuff happens in this room. We've had, if you've watched our videos, you know about the little boy. He likes to crawl around under the table. He's actually attached to somebody. She said she felt like prickly, and then he attached to her. She had a full-on breakdown. We all had to like ground her to come back too, because like she was hysterically crying, and like couldn't get her to come back for like a good couple minutes. Right before that, there was confirmation on the spirit talker that the boy was here, and then me and another girl watched him literally in shadow form crawl into here and go under the table, and that happened like almost instantly. I've seen the little boy twice in non-shadow form, and how I can explain it is when you see him, it's almost like you're stuck on him, and it feels like eternity, but it's like a second, not even probably a second. It's quick.
Yeah.
But like all I can explain is like when you see him, it's nothing but dark, doom, gloom. It's weird. Don't think it's human. I don't know what it is, but I do not think that is a human spirit.
Yeah.
So he's much better to see in shadow form. But yeah, a lot happens in this room. You'll hear scratches on the wall over here, and that's cement. Behind the wood is cement.
Yeah.
Occasionally you'll see like these guys.
Streamers will just
You'll
go
see
nuts sometimes.
it's almost like somebody's pulling it up like that. Or one will just be going like crazy. And the air and heat doesn't work in this part of the building. So
Yeah.
there's no breeze or anything. There was a team that came in with a Ouija board, and why they had somebody under Estes, I think he said something was coming, and they had cat balls on the table, and then like almost all the way around this room, and cat ball went off here, and then like it just kept hitting. It's kind of crazy. Um, we recently found out that that is a 1920s radio cabinet. And we recently found a button on the side of it, and we almost thought it had a false bottom. But we looked at it, we don't think it does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Estes in here is always wild. If you guys try Estes, like, definitely recommend it. It's
Yeah.
could be very, very crazy.
The actors during the season, when we're open and there's lights on and there's lots of sound, this is where they're dropping like flies. They couldn't be in this room. One of the main actors, she always sees a big shadow figure guy in this doorway. We've gotten that his name is Samuel Little. She's had a lot of experiences because she's the main one in these rooms. Because, like I said, the other actors, they were dropping like flies. They can't be in here. And it gets after 11, you're gonna feel what this room can do.
Yeah.
With the lights off and everything too, like, it's intense.
Yeah, they hate lights.
Yeah, they don't like light in here apparently.
I think I'm getting touched too while we're in here. I'm getting like pinpricks.
Yeah, a lot
on
of
my
people
calf.
have been touched. A lot of, I guess you could say, poltergeist activity happen in here. A lot of things will get thrown in here or moved. The table has actually, like, shifted a little. And it's a night that we were doing a tour and we made everybody move away from the table. Because you're like, or is somebody messing with us? But everybody was moved away from the table and it still moved. So, yeah, this room is crazy. Anything else about this room? Oh, the dolls.
The dolls will move sometimes, little babies. This is my least, because I lock up every night during show season. This is my least favorite area to walk in. Every time I have to lock up, I feel like I'm walking through a sea of electricity. It's like frightening. I guess the only other thing to confirm the portal, I did an investigation at Madison Seminary out in Ohio. You should be. That place is amazing. I love this place, but that place scared me. But one night during Estes in here, Mandy was under and randomly went 6769. I stood there. I didn't think anything of it. A couple nights later, we came back in here to do another Estes with some of our close friends. And then she did again, 6769.
This isn't about the widows too, right?
And it said something about the widows.
The widows miss you or something.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, this is weird. The next day I went home. I started Googling the addresses of all the places I've investigated. I tried Fairfield County Infirmary. And I tried the Monroe Demon House. And finally I tried Madison Seminary. It's the street address for Madison Seminary. I lost my mind.
And at that point, I don't even think I knew about Madison.
So, I don't know if that means there's a portal at Madison and they've found this, or something followed me. But I think if something followed me, I would have known at home. I have something at home, but it's whatever it is, it's very kind. So, personally, I think something has found our portal and travels as it wants.
I also did a science experiment. We were in Salem. Last thing we did is we went to the witch's house, which is like the last house standing that has ties to the witch trials. Except a lot of people don't realize it was a judge. It was his house. And I think he was responsible for 18 or 19 of the executions. So we visit there and we were obsessed with the fact that we couldn't get into the attic. So keep that in mind. And then before we left, I noticed in the corner of the bottom, I think it was the left room, they had this gorgeous artifact that was this cabinet. Something just made me go over it, because you're not supposed to touch that stuff. But I did. And I opened the cabinet and I invited whatever was there to come visit us here. And 2 days later, we came down here with our equipment, and as soon as we sat down, we were getting like thumb screw, raising bolt, like a lot of stuff that was torture devices, stuff that we've never heard those things say. And then we started getting attic, lost, wrong area, And I was like, wow, this is kind of like confirmation that it might have worked. So then I leaned over and I whispered to my friend that was with us. I said, do me a favor, and I whispered as low as I could. I said, look up the judge's name. And I waited 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I said, I want solid, concrete evidence. If I really made a connection, what was your name, Judge? And as soon as I did that, the one over here goes, my name was John. That was his name. As soon as that one went off, this one over here went off and said, pleased to meet you. As soon as that one went off, the one over here went off and said, I was conjured. And now, occasionally we get Salem friends, and you'll hear, like, it will be like, good morrow, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, I think it's safe to say that's definitely a portal.
Yeah.
We've had lots of confirmation that it is, and now we've done our own confirmation and gotten it. Because you also had the other experience
Yeah.
where that was Indiana.
That was at the Monroe Demon House. So when we were there, one of the ghosts, every time we did an Estes, kept going, psst, psst, and wouldn't divulge on what it was trying to say. But one night I was in here with my friend I investigate with, David. He was under. And then out of nowhere, he just goes, psst, hey Matt, you remember that? And I was just like, great. So every now and then, either it be Mandy or one of our guests that we let do Estes, it'll come through and it'll go, psst, just to play with me. So, yay!
Excited to see what y'all come up with in this room.
My hand was really warm and then it just got really cold.
Yeah, so they
Yes.
will mess with temperature in here.
It was
will
weird that
also
my
be
hand got
active.
that cold
And
in
usually
this
they're
room.
coming from this area, or they're coming, Trent, one of our actors, he was a big skeptic until one night he said, I got up, because this is usually where I'll do Estes and stuff, and I got up and walked in the kitchen. He said, all the cold in the room went with you. He's like, it was crazy.
Huh.
Which is kind of like what sometimes you can feel in Butchers. I almost feel like it's like an echo in time, you know? So, I mean, not to mention, like, it's a movie theater, so many emotions, and then
Yeah.
the fact that we're a haunted attraction and we're feeding them the thing they like most, fear.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely plays a role into everything too. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot in this room. I would definitely plan to spend some time.
Yeah. After 11 especially.
I've heard this move before, this fridge.
So that is what Colin and them hear in the video.
Yeah.
Oh, the loud slam.
Open it and you can hear.
Oh, there's a spring on it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what
So
it
there's a
was.
spring on it now, but it used to be, it would like creak
Yeah.
while it was closing. But that's what they heard in the area we're about to go to.
And I was working here one night. I was working on the Clown Theater, the next theater after this, and it sounded like something pushed this thing over and then pushed it back. Just loud rumbling coming from inside the town. It was very scary.
One of the original people, when they were building these scenes, they came in and like all the cabinets were open. So,
Yeah. A lot of fabric over here. Just heads up. Well, I guess that's all. Yeah, fix that.
Oh boy.
yeah.
So this is our newest addition. This is the schoolhouse. This used to be a graveyard and then a church. Back when it was a church, it was pretty active. A lot of people would get sick or touched or scratched in there. Not really any news stories yet because we've only had this scene for a couple months now. So.
Well, the
we'll
one
find
thing I
out.
will say is when we are investigating in theater, which is usually our first stop on the tours, something like taunts us to come to this part of the building. And sometimes it'll be like church, the graveyard. So it definitely taunts us to come to the spookier side of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the Scottish janitor in The Simpsons? You can't tell me that don't look like
Yeah,
him.
it's the same face structure for sure. Oh boy.
this would have been the church area in this next room. And at the top of that room is where Colin and all them were when they heard the fridge shut.
Yeah. So if you remember that video, that literally right here was that big coffin. And then that big church pew was down over here.
And the priest's picture was on this wall over here.
Yeah, but we still have him. He's down here now.
Which is an original, it is a real picture of a priest. And the pew was his. They got it in a estate sale.
Also, this is where I had my first
There he is.
experience. Yeah, he's right here. But right here is where I had my first experience with the little boy. I was running a cable on top of this wall, climbed up to the top of the ladder, looked down on the other side. He was standing right there, just looking right up at me. And I didn't even blink, and he was gone. So I don't know if that means, like, if I passed the vibe test, because I didn't feel like I was in danger. I don't know.
Yeah, because Matt's the only one that has felt fine after seeing him. This wall right here, there was an investigating team here one night, and clear as day they heard 3 knocks on this concrete wall. So.
And then this is our clown theater. It's weird. I haven't had experiences in here, but I've heard.
A lot of the actors hated in here.
Are you good?
Sorry. Yeah.
I've heard the rest of the building from in here. I guess I've had one small experience. That little window up here, so that's the projection booth.
Yeah.
I once saw in the dark, because I think it was another ghost tour, but I once saw this, like, torso up, full arm, full shoulder, full head, gray, sticking out of the window like it was climbing out of the window. So that was weird. And then that is also, in relation to that window, is upstairs. Is the little corner where we think the mimic chooses to live. Which I don't know if it was it in raw form or if it was someone else. Hopefully somebody else. Apparently a couple people have seen that dog that we're talking about in here. I haven't seen it. But that's one I would like to not see.
I'm not too good with dogs.
I almost wonder too, the little wheelie things like from Return of Oz that I call them, if it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, I've had it over here. 2 room. No, I haven't had it here. This hallway's a little weird. I don't like working in this hallway. I just get creeped out a lot when I'm in here, even though this is like the most basic hallway here. But I wasn't ready for you to be there.
Sorry, I took
I wonder where she went.
But yeah, I don't know. It's always weird in that corridor for me. And this is our dressing room. This is a very active room. You guys should definitely spend some time in here tonight.
They like Patsy Cline here.
The flashlights go off all the time in here, for the most
I
part.
usually put it right here on the table and one on the vanity.
And our actor in here generally is running in with the mimic almost every time she's in here. It'll take the form of these statues or mannequins and like morph their faces. It's also pretended to be other actors that we've had in the building that she's working that night, just sitting here, and then she'll walk down the hallway to make sure that actor is actually here and that actor's in another room. So.
Yeah, also, she gets lost in the mirror in here. I've actually witnessed she was walking up towards the mirror and it wasn't her in the mirror. It was like a lady from like the 1800s. It was one of the weirdest things I've experienced in this building.
I guess we should show the mirror, but that's
Yeah.
right over here. And also, a fun little fact about this mirror and vanity. This mirror and vanity came from the same home as the cabinet.
Yep. And this frame is one of the oldest pieces of furnishings in the building.
Yeah. But last weekend, one of our regular customers on the paranormal floor saw herself in this mirror. And when she saw herself, it was like a distorted version of herself. And then immediately after she saw that, Spirit Talker went off and said, reflections deceive. In tandem.
Also, the mirrors in the men's room are facing each other. So, there's that.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Also, where I was talking about with the mimic living in that corner upstairs, that corner is literally right above that cabinet over there. So if you were in here tonight, you're probably going to hear walking and stomping above you. That happens almost every time we're in here.
And these pillars are some of the original bones of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, the room. This is our paranormal Christmas tree room.
Yeah, they like devices in here.
Yay.
But if it's a rainy night, you might end up hearing the building more. It's,
Did anybody spray perfume?
yeah, Mandy sprayed a little bit.
Oh.
The perfume.
Oh yeah. It's a tradition when I go into Miss Lyle's dressing room.
And this is our final theater. So this is the theater. A lot happens in here. So whenever we do our paranormal tours, this is where we start because it's a good way to feel out the night. And it also is just, it's big. There's a lot to look at. A lot can happen here. A lot of sounds will happen here. A lot of knocking. Sometimes you'll hear, because they're old movie seats, you'll hear them go down and back up.
This is where you should try playing the piano.
Yeah, that piano down there does work. It does have multiple dead keys, but you could try it out and see if that gets you any reactions. Above you in these projector booth windows, you'll also see something moving around up there almost every time.
Sometimes it even makes the light go off. Like you don't see the light up there.
Yeah, so there's
on
a
the
security
camera.
camera up there that's either red or blue, depending on if there's motion. But sometimes it will totally block out that whole camera. And then also same thing in this hallway. This exit sign up here glows. Sometimes that will just disappear.
Definitely keep REM pod and flashlight up here.
We've all have seen a lot of shadows in here, especially that back corner down there. Big time shadow play. I think one of the craziest things I had in here, I was standing by the piano down there. Then up here was about a 6 foot tall, full black shadow figure. You couldn't see through it. Started charging at me. It like was walking at me almost like Vince McMahon. It had like the stutter. It felt like its chest was puffed, and then it got like 4 feet in front of me, gone.
This is the theater about the girl I was telling you about. This is the theater that they claim she died in. And we get a lot about the children here. Occasionally, the boy plays in the chandelier area,
Yep.
or he'll pop up from like one of the theater seats. So, this area can get pretty weird.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think I have any other stories for in here.
Oh, we could tell stories all night long, to tell you the truth, because we are in this building so much. But the actors that play in here, sometimes they get a little spooked in here. They'll hear, like Matt said, they'll hear the seats. So.
This definitely could be a very busy room, and it's
And
fun because
it's
it's
weird.
like
This is where I feel like
360.
customers get sometimes the most violent too.
Yeah. Then it's
So-
too late to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So we're about to leave. Yeah, it's just it could be a wild room again. It's like full 360. Whatever happens around you, you'll see stuff flying through the air. You'll hear stuff walking on the wooden stage up there. You just never know. This is Right behind you is where that actor trigger is, that I was telling you guys about. It goes with sound and music when you press the button. That goes off on its own all the time, especially when the power's on. But that will also go off in tandem with the meat grinder just over here.
He goes off too.
Yeah, that animatronic will go off.
We had him go off during a photo shoot with the girls.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And nobody was up here.
You sure? Because the sensors.
No, we were all down there because he was taking pictures of them on the piano.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was sitting in the aisle behind, like down there.
Interesting. Well, they're starting to learn the new electronics better, so yay, hopefully they don't know how to break them, please. All right. No, it's like really frustrating because again, I like do my best to maintain a positive relationship with what's here. And like on any given night, they'll take out a whole theater worth of lighting. And then I have to like run and
Every
panic.
night they pulled the lights off the wall.
Oh yeah, so during Christmas time, we do a Christmas show, and that whole theater is just doused in string lights. And we had one paranormal tour one night in there, and something had ripped down a whole string.
And if you know Alejo, he staples the hell out of everything.
Yeah, everything was stapled pretty good. Yeah.
You got a lot of grounds to cover, Charles.
Yeah. You guys got plenty of time. We're just hanging out. We're gonna be in the midway because it's a little cooler. I also just picked up some new lighting that I want to start working on in there. So
Yeah, you won't hear us.
you can shut your lid.
Are you recording already?
Mhm.
Okay. That's recording that. Alright, everybody should know what this is. You gotta get it right on. Is there anybody here that would like to talk to us tonight? I'm gonna put Spirit Talker on. If you're near this and I'm not, and a word comes up, you have to put the word on screen so the people at home can see what's being said. Like Bertram. Bertram. Is that what your name is? Is your name Bertram? You can come out and talk to us. We're not going to bother you.
The noise was him.
What noise is he making? Do you remember what I did with the REM pod?
The other pocket.
Did it say 30?
Dirty.
Dirty. Everybody know what the REM pod is. If someone's here and would like to talk to us, can you please touch that little light right there?
Demand.
Demand. Demand what? No, I'm not demanding you to do anything. I asked you if you could. All you gotta do is go up and touch this little thing right here. Put on a couple candles. Thank you for ringing the bell. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Child.
Are you a little girl? Are you the little girl that they talk about in here? If that's you, can you ring that bell again? Thank you. Is there something you want to say to us? I have this little device over here on the counter. All you have to do is go up to it and speak in it, and it'll tell me what you're saying. Did you die here? Didn't get a response from that one. Thank you for ringing the bell. Everywhere I go, they find this bell and they play with it the whole entire time I'm there. Can you tell me your name? Thank you for continuing.
Run now.
No, we're not going to go anywhere. I don't think it's a little girl. I don't scare easy, so you gotta do a lot more than ring a bell. Thank you again. Can you tell me why you're here? I mean, you've made yourself known to all these people that work here.
Tunnel.
She was saying something about that there was that something about the city or something like that. Found a whole bunch of underground tunnels through here.
Didn't ask if she died in the tunnel. Really?
I don't think so. Can you tell me how you died? Well, we know you can touch the bell. Can you touch the thing that's sitting right next to the bell? Is there anything that you would like to say? We're going to be here all night.
Quiet.
No, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm just asking you to speak to us and tell us why you're here. I think we're going to turn the bell off in a minute. Locked.
Locked.
Can you explain what locked is? It doesn't want to mess with anything but the bell. It's been like that in all the locations I've been going to. It's the only thing it likes to mess with. I don't know what it is. Thank you for ringing the bell. Can you send any of those cat balls off that are up there? I don't know what it is about that bell. Why aren't you talking? We heard that you guys make noises all the time.
Died in battle.
Can you tell me what battle you died in? I guess it necessarily wouldn't have to be a war. It could be back then. They had so many, oh my God, so many things around here. Died in battle. I have to ask her about that.
I protect this place.
Who do you protect this place from?
listen upstairs.
Listen upstairs.
Yeah, there is a second floor to this place. Can you touch anything else besides the bell? Well, thank you for touching the bell. I think I'm going to have to turn it off here soon. Because you don't seem to be playing with anything else but the bell.
Roman.
I wonder.
Now, is that an ethnicity or is that a name?
The only Roman I know of is like the Roman Empire, stuff like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it could also be a name too.
Yeah, I've heard a couple Romans. Yeah. Alright, is that your name, or are you speaking of a place? Ringing the bell doesn't answer our question. Alright, somebody's having a little bit too much fun with the bell.
What do you guys think? How many people
Screaming.
screaming? How many people do you really think could bring a bell out here?
None. He said this is the first time he's seen it here. I get that a lot. I don't know why, it's been out forever. I think it's like $300, $299.
For that bell?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So one thing I can say about it is that this profession is not cheap. Just that little REM pod is $200.
Yeah, but I would think the REM pod would be more expensive than the bell.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, and I'm pretty sure everybody at home, when they saw it, thought the same thing. You know, when I used to go to a hotel, you would see when I know ding, 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 ding. So it looks like they just stuck it on top of a box and put it like a little clicker on it. I mean, that's what it looks like to me for $200. But it works magic. Thank you for hitting it twice.
Somebody getting a little aggressive with that bell.
Yeah, sure is. You haven't said anything in a while. Is there anything else you would like?
Record.
Record.
Yes, we're recording. If that's what you meant. I don't know if you meant record or... But yes, we are recording.
Comedy.
Comedy. So somebody's a comedian.
Yeah. That's all they want to do is play with that bell. Thank you for ringing it twice in a row. Sure. Thank you. That's crazy. Thank you. I want to switch
Stop.
apps just to see if they like this other app better.
For the spirit box?
Well, it's like a spirit box, but it's a member. Is there anybody here with us? You trying to tell me something? Can you tell me your name? We already know you're here. No?
That sounded like no to me.
That's what I heard. Just go.
Go where?
Get out. Why do you want us to leave? We're here to listen to you. If there's something that you would like to say to somebody, you can say it now.
That sounded like a little kid.
Yeah, I heard it. Sounded like the whispering in the background.
Are you a little kid?
You can pick up the little kid's voice in the background. It's like a really faint voice. Is someone holding you here?
A trap?
That's what I heard. There's a little girl. She said stop.
Stop what?
Is someone holding you here? Yeah. Can you let the little girl come through and talk? Yeah. Can you tell me your name? The little girl?
Aaliyah?
That's what I heard.
Is your name Aaliyah?
I heard a yes, a whisper. Yes.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know what the hell that was.
Who keeps ringing the bell?
Is there something demonic here? Yep. Is it here now? Let's see, yes. Where are you at in this room?
I heard here.
Yeah, exactly what I heard. Are you right in front of me, or are you right by her? Thank you for ringing the bell. Can you tell me how you died, please? I heard Bob. Look how fast that stopped. That's crazy.
Would you like us to turn off the bell?
You know, that keeps saying something, man. It's like a little girl come through in a really light voice.
While you're recording, you'll be able to re-watch it
Yeah,
and slow it down.
I'm gonna have to. Can you tell me how you died?
How many of you are there?
Five. I know you heard that. Can you tell me your names? Ed.
Sound like what?
Can you explain to everybody what it's like on the other side?
Is the cabinet a portal?
Yeah. Wait a minute, did that say yeah or nah? Can you say that again, please?
Where is the cabinet a portal to?
keep thinking I hear something, but who's the one that's scratching people? Me. Are your bars moving up and down on that thing that when we talk? Okay.
Yeah. It happened.
14.
14? Was that how old you were when you died?
I gotta turn the bell back on. I turned it off when we left. Oop, not that far. No, stop. I turned the bell back on, but I ask that you don't keep ringing it, please.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Is that your name? It's the first time I heard that a pop box go off since we've been here.
It might have gone off while we were outside.
Yeah, that's why I left that camera back there. I didn't catch anything that was happened in here when we weren't in here. Something's gotten close to it.
I'm kind of wishing I wasn't standing close to it.
Yeah, it stopped, so it moved away. Was that you that just made those lights go off? Did you get close to her?
No.
No what?
Holy crap. That's a one.
Twins.
Twins.
Is that you touching that, making the lights go up?
No.
Okay. If it's not you, then who is it? Yeah, they're really setting that thing, the EMF detector. Really setting that thing off, ain't they? Do you like messing with the devices that I brought? I don't think you're a very nice spirit.
Are you demonic?
If you're demonic, please set one of these devices off, please. It was like doing a rhythm. It was like ta 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 ta. Did it just stop?
Morse code.
It might be. They said she said something last time I was here about some kind of officer of some sort died outside. Look at that. That's going off right when I
Listen
said.
carefully.
Listen carefully.
Soon
What
as-
are we listening carefully for? Or to?
There it goes again. If anybody knows anything about Morse code or any kind of thing like that, seems to be clicking in a pattern. And then it just stops all of a sudden. See? There it goes again.
Or then they're going from this to that. That's the first time I heard yes out of that.
See, that's crazy. They're starting to play with the objects. The later it gets, the more active it gets.
Must be a spirit party after 11 p.m. around
Keep
here.
walking.
Keep
Walk.
walking.
Alright. Keep recording, please. Can you turn one of those flashlights on? You can turn. Why not? You can turn either one of them on.
Or both if you like.
All you gotta do is come up here and lightly touch it, and it's not. Do you like that device? It lights up anytime that you get near it. Let me move these lights away from it so nobody thinks it's the lights. All you gotta do is get near it and it lights up. Was it the lights that was lighting it up?
Mm-mm. Because it's not doing it the whole time when it's
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna
It's
say.
only when something's getting close to it.
Yeah, it was weird. That was crazy.
How did you get here?
We're still here.
We're still here. Who's we? How many of you are there? Are we gonna go back to also trying the other app too? Because that one seems like you got more.
Keep the camera on.
Keep the camera on.
Okay.
Are you gonna do something amazing? You're gonna show us something great?
Yes, yes.
Well,
Okay, well we're recording.
we're waiting. Why don't you make one of those balls that are up there on the table go off? All you got to do is touch them. You notice that they've been messing with all voice devices. They haven't been messing with like the REM pod or anything that. It's like it's crazy. I've never been at a location that REM pod hasn't gone off. This is weird.
No.
No what?
Why don't you like the REM pod?
Shut up. Oh yeah, it's gonna turn. Oh yeah, I can't do it. Just trying to see it so you can see it blink.
Is that good for your camera angle?
Well,
Margaret.
Who's Margaret?
when it lights up yes or no, it's supposed to light up along with it. So.
Oh. Did you want to go to the other app?
Yeah.
I kind of like the other one. I like this one, but I like the other one.
They have one more. This one.
Necromancer, of course.
Yeah. Here's the other one. This is another app that a lot of people like.
Would you like us to leave?
Trying to contact you.
We're right here.
Concerning my car's extended warranty.
Is there something that you would like to tell us?
I don't think it's installation or something.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes.
Is there something that you want to tell us?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're listening.
Is the little girl still here?
I heard her as soon as you said that.
Is your spirit trapped here?
No.
Yes.
By who? Is it by the demonic entity?
Yes.
Did the demonic entity come in through the portal?
I heard you.
No.
Didn't I?
No. Where did he come from then? Whoever keeps giving me this back pain, can you stop?
No.
It's not going to stop giving me the back pain. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
Why haven't you crossed over? Get out.
I don't know. I guess right. I don't know if I want to go to the cabinet room.
Is the demonic figure here with us now? Yep, sure is. Where is it at? I got a feeling it's on the other side of that bar.
Is the demonic entity over by the EMF, or is he behind the bar? I heard right here.
Yep.
Are you right next to me? Or are you playing with the bell? I'm saying battery on this camera is 1 bar.
The battery?
No.
Okay.
Do you not want me to change the battery in the camera?
Yeah, I heard it say no. There it is. No. It doesn't want us filming in here. That's what it wants. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't want. Sorry.
Do you not want us filming in here?
All right. When I put my hand in front of this screen, close that screen. All right.
So how much activity have you gotten here, like, the most of all of you?
When I was here last time, most of my activity was with the REM pod and with the bell. They didn't even want to talk to me through that. And then I switched over to Spirit Talker, and I got a whole bunch of people's names and stuff that they had already told me about. So it's like this room and the cabinet room are the rooms where they all hang out at. If you're here, why don't you do something? Why don't you send that REM pod off? All you gotta do is go over here and get anywhere near it and it'll go off. Well, that's not a REM pod, but okay.
Do you want us to do the Ouija board? That was a lot of activity.
Yeah, really quickly.
A lot of different no's.
Yep.
So don't do the Ouija board.
I just got like 3 no's right in a row.
I thought that'd be a good question, though.
Yeah, I mean, I got it right there. Why don't you want us bringing the Ouija board out?
If you want us to leave, could you please set off the REM pod?
All you gotta do is go over there and touch it. We'll leave this room right now. Everything got quiet all of a sudden.
Should we stay here or move on to the cabinet room? And you said they didn't want to mess with this at all the last time you were here?
Didn't hear nothing out of it.
You guys are awfully talkative today.
I'm dead.
How did you die?
Seems like she likes talking to you. Yeah, I heard that. Ooh, cat ball. We're in the cabinet room. This is where they think that there's a portal inside that cabinet right there where my REM pod is at, and it's currently beeping. And this REM pod and bell keep going off back to back. Can you set one of those off again, please? Either the bell or the ball right there that you lit up?
No.
Why not?
There it goes.
Awesome. Thank you.
No.
No what? No thank you? I don't understand. You didn't play with the ball earlier.
Yes.
Please go home. That's what I just heard in that.
Why do you want us to go home? Moving the chair.
demon. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a demon messing with the REM pod?
Yep. Why are you here?
Yes.
Hold on, I need to move that cat ball because I think that the vibration of the bell might be setting this off. Because that's the second or third time that it's went off when that bell has rung.
No.
So I need to find out if it was the vibration or not.
I said no. They didn't want you to move the cat ball.
Yeah.
Do you want us to pull out the Ouija board?
Said
And that
no.
was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm
Nobody.
getting nose all over the place.
Yeah, nobody wants that board out at all. It's a temperature gauge on the REM pod.
Are you afraid something evil will come through if we use the Ouija board?
What are you afraid of?
I think you're right about the bell setting off.
No. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, what? Why so many yeses?
No. 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 No.
Whoa.
That was an awful lot of no's, awfully
Yeah.
quick.
No. No. No.
Do you want us here?
Temperature gauge on the REM pod.
Yes.
I guess you've been around things long enough to know what is what, huh?
No. No.
Why do you keep saying no? Is there something that we're doing that's upsetting you?
Did that say help?
Mm-hmm. Said do help.
Is the little girl here with us?
I think you're lying. I think she is here.
If the little girl's here, can you tell me your name?
No.
Why not? Whoa. This room is really active.
Mm-hmm. That's why I waited until last to come here.
Are you trying to warn us?
Yep. What are you trying to warn us of? Me? What are you gonna do? Temperature gauge on the REM pod.
We didn't even do that in the other room.
I didn't get a peep out of that thing in the other room. That's surprising, because besides that bell, that's the thing that usually goes off. And that thing ain't went off all tonight. Did that thing just say my name? I heard, like, not the normal girl that we've been hearing, but a different girl said my name in a real low voice.
No.
Are you sure about that? Because that's what I heard. Said that really loud. That what?
Who's hitting the bell?
Is there something you want to say? Sounds
Is
like...
the little boy here?
Yes.
Whoa.
That was almost a sin.
Yes.
Sorry to have asked a question over you.
Oh, no. If the little boy's here, can you say something through this?
Did you hear that what really loud in a child's voice?
Sound like a child saying what? There's that.
Is the little boy demonic?
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. I think the little boy is the demonic figure.
Because don't they usually hide behind children?
The most innocent is more what a demonic figure will go after. Because they're easy to manipulate and trick.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I know all about you.
Is the hag here?
No.
Said no too. Right after that. Who else is here besides the demonic figure?
Is that the little boy or a little girl?
It sounded like a little boy. Started sounding like it said dad. Like
Yes.
dad.
Are both the little boy and the little girl here with us in this room?
Yes.
Yeah, all three devices
Yes.
just confirmed it.
Is this?
Yes.
Are you guys twins?
Yes.
Is that what we heard earlier when we heard twins pop up on the?
Yes.
Why did that light go out?
They're going nuts. The battery might have died. This one's been
So
on
the
for
little
a
boy
while.
and the little girl are twins?
Mm-hmm.
Because we got twins earlier on the thing.
No.
Yep, when we first got here, we did.
No.
I just thought it was creepy that yes kept going on. And then the battery died.
No. No. Yes. Yes. Yes.
That thing is going off. Do you like that bell? I've heard a woman, 2 kids, a deep voice.
No.
See, whenever you mention the kids, it starts going nuts. Everything's going off. Are you trying to tell us that you're here? Do you need help? The person that's answering me isn't a kid. It's an older guy, and he keeps saying nope. Like he's answering for them. Why don't you let these kids answer for themselves?
That was a real deep voice.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the little girl, can you ring the bell for me twice?
Yes. 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 Yes.
There's once. Can you do it a second time? I don't know.
Can't say they're not intelligent. These are very intelligent ghosts.
Yes.
You guys must like compliments. You don't like compliments?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, they don't like compliments.
That's why I'm getting it.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You're saying yes an awful lot. What are you saying yes for?
Yes, yes.
Is the little boy human? Can he answer for himself?
He said no. Well, that was weird.
I don't like when you say that. You're the one that's done this before here.
Just hear crazy stuff, and then you try to figure out what it's saying, and it's like,
Well, that's why you're getting it on video.
mm-hmm.
It's gonna be crazy.
Sure is.
Do you want us here?
No.
No what? No, they do not want us here. That's what I'm taking that as.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody else is joining the chat.
No.
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 Is it a demon messing with the REM pod?
Starting to catch a lot of these voices, man.
Now, have you got voices of nothing in here before?
Last time I was here, no, I really didn't get anything on that. The REM pod, however, it wouldn't shut up the whole entire time I was in here. It's going crazy.
They seem more vocal tonight.
Yeah, damn sure do.
Huh?
Damn sure do.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry for the shaky camera.
Oh, that's neat. I don't trust this one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just gonna leave this like this. Who keeps playing with this bell over here?
Put it right here so you can still see the screen. Let's see if there's anything going on with it or not. That way you don't hurt your hand. I mean, you can pick it back up if you want. Just show you.
Yes. No. No.
Why haven't you crossed over? Why are you still here?
Why won't you let the kids cross over?
Yes. Yes.
I could have sworn I heard him say they're mine.
That was a whisper.
There's been a female in the background whispering the whole time. I can't even been able to make out what she's saying though.
At least you're recording it.
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Nothing.
No.
Then what did we hear?
No.
I think he's playing around.
No. 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 No.
Yes, you are.
I think you're lying to us.
Yeah, sure do.
Yes. No.
Are you having fun?
No.
Hey man, at least he's being honest.
No.
Seems like you can't make up your mind.
Yes. No. 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 No.
This temperature gauge on the REM pod.
Is it a specific type of entity that makes the temperature fluctuate like that?
Yes.
Entities usually, when they're around, they usually drop the temperature. So that's why they put a temperature gauge on it. And yeah, they can affect the temperature.
No, I said what kind. Like, is it all kinds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually when any kind of paranormal activity happens, there's usually some kind of code affiliated with it. Cat ball.
Who's playing with the cat ball?
Yes.
Can you set it off again?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Yes.
There's another couple on top of the old radio. You could always set that one off for me.
Yes.
They really like females here.
No. No.
Yeah, you do. Quit lying.
No. No.
That was a full sentence. I was like looking that way and I heard it and I just like my eyes just blew up. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't understand it, but that was a full sentence.
Y'all are awfully talkative tonight.
You sure are.
Yes.
Did anyone die in this building? The strobe light.
Yes.
Where?
I heard behind.
Behind what?
First time tonight. Just
No.
clicked. Just went off.
What?
The REM pod just went beep. For just one beep. It's the first time I've heard it though. Can you set that off?
For what? More than just the temperature?
No.
Yeah. The temperature, you see that blinking light on top of it?
Uh-huh.
That's the temperature thing. But when you go up to it anywhere near it, it goes beep, beep, beep. And it went like a single beat. And it hasn't done it at all tonight. But it has sure as hell rang that bell. My point exactly. Yeah, I know. I can hear it.
Is the little girl a protection spirit?
No.
Then what is she? See how that little girl's whisper, it comes in and it's so low. You can barely hear it. Here it is again. Is there anything that you want to tell us? No. I heard that. Right after I... Oop, see? Did a single beat. Go ahead, set it off. I'm watching you do it, so I hear it. So come on, send it off. Shut up. God. Sorry, guys. It's just, damn. That bell's a little annoying after a couple hours of it.
Who are you telling?
It's just like hours after hours. And now it's going to do it more since it never was annoying me. Hold on, set that REM pod off. Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now you guys getting ignorant.
Yes. Yes.
That's all it is.
I wonder if they're trying to warn us off by annoying us with the bell.
Yeah, it could be. Could be trying to scare us away. Get us out of here. Or yelling at us like that. I really want you guys to send that REM pod off. You guys have hit every single other piece of equipment I got. Except for that REM pod.
The EMF isn't going off in here though.
Nah, it was when I first turned it on, but it hasn't went off since.
Well, don't they do that when you turn them on?
No.
Yeah, it'll shoot up to red and then it'll come back down. But after that,
Yes.
picking up anything. There's that whisper from that girl again.
Do you like the dolls in the dollhouse?
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for setting that off. I just saw like a white mist to the right of the REM pod. It went from the back of the REM pod over to the right of the closet.
I'm gonna ask you again. Is the cabinet in this room a portal?
Yes.
A portal for who?
Me. Who are you?
No. No. No.
Gone.
Going where?
How many people are in this room with us right now? A lot.
That's what I heard.
How many is a lot?
Give us a number. Two.
That was odd that we asked for a number. And it gave us a number. And then it gave us two dings of the bell.
And I just put the yeah.
Are the kids the two spirits in the room with us?
Yes. Yes.
I think they're very, very well known here. Demon.
Is it the little boy that likes to play in the mirrors in the men's room?
Wow.
That was a real loud little kid. Little boy.
Yes.
said it was maybe it was a little boy you saw earlier in the bathroom.
That's what I'm thinking. This is crazy, man.
This is gonna be some good footage.
It's gonna be a lot of cutting. It's gonna take me several hours to edit this. Because I gotta cut all the blanks out, so it's not hours or several minutes of just sitting there dead silence.
Right, but we haven't had many times of dead silence.
Yeah, we really haven't.
And it's going to be interesting to go to the footage and see when your camera died while it was...
Yeah.
To see if your camera died while we were gone or if it was still on, and what did it capture while we were gone if it was on.
Yeah, because when we started walking back, I heard a whole bunch of stuff going off. All these machines were going off on our way back there.
Yes. Yes.
Did you guys kill the batteries in the night vision camera?
Yeah. Sure did. It's crazy. Do you get energy from the batteries from the cameras? Yeah. Can you tell us what it's like after you die?
What?
I was wondering if we should take a break and then we can either do one or two things. I can cut all this out. Never mind. We can either go to the theater, which would be the last room, or we can bring the Ouija board out and set the cameras up in here and then try that in here. And I'll leave. You can make that decision.
With the amount of resounding no's that we got with that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Would you rather us go to the theater? Or would you rather us play with the Ouija board? Theater it is, I guess.
Yeah, you got a yes right after you said it.
No. Yes.
Dude. Yes, no, yes, no. So should we stay or go?
I'm here.
Yes.
I heard that clear as day. I'm here.
Where are you in this room right now?
No.
Keep saying here, but they don't say what. Are you next to her? Or are you over here on this side?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
something inside me is telling me this is not a little girl that we're talking to. Alright,
What time is it?
yeah, I was gonna wonder. Sorry. Yeah. 109.
Yes, yes.
Is the little girl demonic?
Whenever you mention that little girl. Wow.
Kind of like the responses I keep getting.
Yeah, it seems like they're answering you a lot more than they're answering me.
Do you like women more than you like men here?
No.
I think you're lying. Because you guys have been answering her all night long and haven't been really answering me at all.
Oh.
There it goes.
Hello. Welcome to the chat. Why'd you wait till now to send off the REM pod? Yo, I just gotta chill. Like, I got goosebumps running up and down my legs.
Usually that means that something's near you.
Yes.
Why don't you just...
Very, very active.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
Was there a fire in this building?
How did you die?
Yes.
There's something that you want to say?
Did I just hear a weep? Yeah. Yeah, I need some of that soon.
Yeah. Damn sure do. Yes, sir.
No.
I think we're gonna need a white sage and holy water on our way out.
Mm-hmm.
When we're done.
Let's see something.
What was that?
I'm going to say the St. Michael prayer. I want to see if I get any kind of response from it. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of heavenly hosts, by thy power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all evil spirits who wander through the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. Did you like that prayer? If you didn't like it, ring the bell. Oh shit. Sorry about that, I gotta watch my mouth. I got a lot of complaints about that too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, I was at a really crazy farmhouse, haunted farmhouse, and stuff was just bang, click, bang, boom. And it was just all catching me off guard, and I was just cussing up a storm. I had so many people write me in my chat saying, "Oh man, you can't be doing that, preacher," and I'm like, I'm the one that's got to answer for that. You know? He knows I was getting scared. He knows I just wasn't out here willy-nilly, just F this and F that. I was for legitimate reasons.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you not like when I speak about the little girl? Are you scared of the little girl?
Yep. Sure did. He said it real quick too. Yep. I think the little girl is a demonic figure. And just said, yeah. I think she's disguising, or it's disguising as a little girl.
I'm getting chills like a mother. Who is next to me right now?
Me. Who's me?
Are you a good or a bad spirit?
I'm not entirely sure there is anything good here yet.
Is there any innocence here?
No.
Yes.
Said no. Well, which one is it? No or yes?
No. No.
Is it because of the portal?
We were told that that cabinet right there is the portal. Is that correct?
It sounds like they're getting really close to it and speaking into it.
No, 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 no.
No what? Did we say something incorrectly?
No, no, no.
Yeah, because
I thought I'd give it back to you. I was like, I trust you more with it. I was gonna say you should show my foot at the sanitarium.
I don't think I have it. Because isn't that what we gave Mike?
I gave it to Mike a long time ago, but I thought it came back to us.
Yeah, he gave it back to me, and I only remember handing it to you. So it's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
It'll pop up.
Yep, always does.
Hey, what things are like that? So she just kind of freely drew these. I don't know if her eyes were open or closed when she drew these, but obviously we know who this little guy is. I don't know for sure who these three are. We think this might potentially be the mimic.
Are they things that people are seeing here?
Yeah, so this is the boy. This is exactly what I saw when I saw it. And that's exactly what Mandy saw when she saw him.
Because we when we were walking through, we kept on getting, like, we would see it. We'd see this,
Yeah.
and it was like you go like this, and there was nothing there. But I know I saw it several
yeah.
times, and it's like they were following us everywhere we went.
Oh yeah. No, they will.
It
They'll
was
do that.
insane, dude. That's cool though.
But yeah, so definitely boy, potentially mimic. Don't know about these two. That one's scary, so I don't want to know what that
That's
is.
crazy, dude.